Hi, this is Magda K from Psychology for Marketers. Okay, let's be honest. Has it ever happened that you had to do something and you promised yourself you'll get to doing it tomorrow, and then tomorrow comes and well, you end up doing everything but this one thing, and then you again promise yourself that you'll do it the day after, and the same happens? Okay, guilty of procrastination? Raise your hands. Okay, don't worry and don't feel bad about it. It's normal, and trust me, every now and then, everybody procrastinates. And it's good if you feel tired, stressed, or generally lower energy. It's okay to slow down and push some of your to do things for later. However, when you have to get something done, when there is a headline, when your task is significant, then pushing it to later is something you don't want to do. So here are a few tips for you how to stop procrastinating right now. Okay, the first thing that you can do, it's called slaying the dragon. And you want to slay your dragon first thing in the morning. Now, what is the dragon? That's the main big thing that you need to work on. That's why it's called slaying the dragon. It's a big task and it's definitely going to bring you great results. So what you want to do is the moment you wake up, before you start reading your emails or checking your Facebook, or if you read news in the morning before you check the news, just get right away to doing this one thing. You know what it's like if you get to the office, you open your inbox and you have tons of emails, you start reading them, and suddenly 2 hours after, it's lunchtime and then another meeting, and you never get to doing this one thing. So do it first thing in the morning before you start doing anything else. And what can also help is if you do it at home. So before you get to the office and before everybody comes and asks you tons of questions needing your help. The second thing you can do to help you stop procrastinating is to split your task, your one big thing that you have to do, into smaller ones. See, we often procrastinate because the task that is ahead of us is overwhelming. It's huge. So we're kind of afraid to get to it. We might be afraid of failing or simply of the amount of work waiting for us. That's really one of the main reasons why we keep pushing things for later. So what you want to do is just split it into very achievable, very small steps. So let's say if, for example, your big task that you've been procrastinating, like many of my friends have, is to set up a blog. Now, setting up a blog is a pretty big task, and you probably cannot redo it in one day unless you can dedicate full 8 hours. So I can understand it that, you would be pushing this for later and later. But think about it. What does it mean to set up a blog? Well, the first step is that you need to find a name for your domain. Then you need to get the domain, get hosting, set up WordPress, and so on. So if you put it into these little steps, and then let's say day 1, all you have to do is just choose a name for your domain. Day 2, you only have to buy a domain. It's something that suddenly doesn't require all 8 hours, but just a few minutes. So it's much easier to start getting things done and eventually make your big task happen as well. Okay, tip number 3 is to plan the night before. And that links a little bit to point number 1, which is slaying the dragon first thing in the morning. Why? Because if you wake up and you start thinking, okay, what should I be doing right now? What are my main tasks for today? You won't realize it, and 1 or 2 hours are gone. Your mornings are very precious. This is when we are most productive. We just woke up after great regenerating sleep, and we're ready to create things. So don't waste this time on planning what you should do. Do it the night before. So before you go to bed, take a journal and just write down your top 5 or anything that you have to do or that you really want to get done the next day. And then when you wake up, all you have to do is pick up the list, your first item, your most important item, you start working on this. Okay, tip number 4, and this is something very small, but that has really a big impact on us. See, we all love being successful. Whenever we achieve our goal, we do something that we really wanted to do. We feel motivated, we believe in ourselves, and that keeps us going. So that's really the great motivator, and the best push that we can have is simply being successful. Now, how can you be successful? Because, of course, you don't always manage to achieve your big goals. See, the thing is that to our mind, it doesn't matter what you're successful about. So it doesn't have to be a huge task. It doesn't have to be one of your biggest goals. It can be just a small thing. And as long as you acknowledge it as a success, an achievement, it will work on your mind to keep motivating you and keep believing in yourself. So here is what you can do to use it for your advantage to help you stop procrastinating. So we already split your big task into smaller ones, right? So let's say you want to set up a blog. You need to find the name of your domain. You need to buy a domain, buy hosting, and so on. Now keep a list. Actually have a journal and keep the list of those small tasks. And once you manage to get one of those things done, either cross it or tick it off. I said it's a small thing, but yes, indeed, that little ritual that you start doing to crossing off the things that you've done, it's a signal to your mind that you're getting things done, that you're moving forward, that you're getting closer to your goal. Now, even better if, let's say, you give yourself mark of 10. So after you achieve 10 points on your list, you get to celebrate. And do celebrate. Take yourself out on a date, go for a nice dinner, go to movies, go for a massage, whatever it is that you like. But celebrate your little successes. That conditions you to think of yourself as a successful person and as a capable person. And that's honestly, as far as I know, one of the best things that you can do for yourself to stop procrastinating. Okay, and finally, the last one, tip number 5, and it's something I've been practicing for over 2 years now, and I honestly love it. So another reason why we tend to push things for later is that we get distracted. So we start working on something, and then emails comes, people come asking us things, or we just end up checking Facebook or anything else that's on our mind that keeps bothering us, telling, oh, but did you remember to do this? Or did you remember to get the grocery shopping? Did you remember to call your parents? If the task you have to do is challenging, then you'll find that your mind is attacking you with all the other things that you should be doing, that you should be concerned about right now. So one of the great things that you can do is to, in a way, quiet your mind so that it can focus on this one task so that you can get it done and you don't have to push it for later. So what I do in this case is that I listen to certain calming type of music. This music is used for meditation and it helps to calm your mind. So there's actually science behind this type of music. There are certain theta level sounds incorporated into the music, which allows your brain to really relax. So in a way, imagine working on this big project of yours that maybe has been stressing you, but imagine working on it in a meditative state. So you're very relaxed, you're very calm, you stop worrying about other things that you have to do. You manage easily to focus on what you need to do. And because your brain is clear, you get things done much faster. So this is honestly something I always practice. Whenever I work, you always see me with headphones on and I listen to any of the tracks that I have available for myself. And if you're interested in trying something like this, there is a link below this video where you can check. That's actually my favorite set of background music that you can just listen whenever you need to work. Okay, so these were 5 tips that you can honestly start using right away. It doesn't require any preparation, any work from you. It's all ready. I hope you can try it and I hope you can see how it's working for you. Of course, if you have any more tips, I'd love to hear from you. So there is a comment section below this video and please share with others. Same if you have any questions, feel free to do it. And please remember to like this video if you liked it and share it with your friends. And if you're not yet on the Psychology for Marketers list, please sign up because I have very special, great information and special offers only for my subscribers. Thank you so much. That was Magda K, and I'll see you soon.